Hey y'all, welcome back to the channel. If you are new here, please go ahead and hit that subscribe button and the notification bell so you'll be notified when I do post new content. So in today's video, I am going to be making another video about codes and long-term care. Now, I know I have touched bases on this in other videos, but I keep getting this question over and over and over. So I'm just going to make a video specifically discussing what to do for a cold or rapid response in long-term care. So please stick around, like the video, share it, leave some comments. Let's go ahead and get into it. Okay. All right. So like I said, it's what to do for a cold or rapid response in long-term care. So let's just say they come over the intercom. Code blue in room 22. Code blue in room 22. Code blue in room 22. All right. So in the case that you hear that over the intercom, let's just say that room 22 is your resident. First thing, you want to make sure that room 22 has a code status. And if you don't know what a code status is either a DNR or a full code. And you basically figure that out. Like when you admit the resident, you're going to ask them, what do you want us to do in the case that your heart stops? So they're going to let you know whether, they want to be resuscitated or not. And if they're not capable of giving you that type of information, of course, they'll have someone in charge of that. Okay. And let me go ahead and point this out. In the case that they do not have a code status in their chart, because sometimes they do not. I don't know how that happens, but sometimes they don't. But in the case that they don't, most facilities have it that you have to go ahead and start compressions if they don't have it. So definitely make sure you check the code status before you start doing any type of work on the resident. Okay, so you get into the room. Before you start compressions, you've already checked their code status. And also, you want to, check their carotid artery and make sure that it is finito. Don't start unless you check that. I just want to get off, well, it's not off subject, but I do want to tell y'all a story real quick. So, I know a resident that they started compressions on, and he was not dead, y'all. He was choking. And they just started doing compressions on him. And when they started doing that, it made the object go deeper. And he actually died from that. He wasn't even dead. So be sure that you check and make sure that the resident is gone before you start compressions, because you could cause something else. And you could actually kill the resident. So definitely make sure you check before you start. Okay. So being that the announcement was made over the intercom, you know that all the staff in the building is going to come. Everybody heard it. Everybody knows to come to room 22. So you've done your part. You've checked. He is a full code. You get in the room. Y'all check. Your team is there. You're going to make sure the bed is laid properly. Okay, when I say laid properly, you're going to make sure the bed is in CPR position. In long-term care, they have those old, outdated beds. So most of the times it's not going to be able to go into that CPR mode. So on the crash cart, oh yeah, make sure somebody grabs the crash cart, because I totally left that out. You need the crash cart. So once you hear that and you check the code or whatever, grab the crash cart, go to the room. The crash cart has a board on it that you can slide under the resident to give you a hard surface so you are able to give the compressions properly. Okay. Once you start compression, you need to lock your fingers like this and use this part of your hand. You're going to be working like right underneath. I can't really explain it, but it's like right underneath here, you guys, under the breastplate. You're going to hold your hands like this. You're going to be compressing. Someone else is going to be, doing the oxygen or the pumps or the breath. Someone is going to be documenting everything that's going on. Make sure someone is recording the event. And then you do your compressions. And once you get tired, you can switch out with someone else. It's normally, like I said, a team in there. One person is not going to be trying to perform CPR. And if it is, you need to quit your job. So yeah, take turns doing that. Someone needs to already have been called the ambulance, 911. Let them know what's going on. And like I said, it's a team. So you or someone else need to be saying, hey, go do this. I need you to do this. Go do that. But make sure everything is being done. So like I said, someone needs to already been called 911 so they can be on their way. And once they get there, they'll take over the situation. Definitely make sure you notify the family members. Let them know what's going on. Hey, Pops just coded. We're doing compressions on him. We've notified 911. They're on their way. They have arrived. They picked them up. They're going to be going to such and such hospital. Or you can, normally in their chart, it'll say what hospital they prefer to go to. So, if it's out of the way, of course, they're not going to go to that, but they're going to go to the one that's closest. So you just let them know, hey, they're not going to be able to make it to this place, but they're going to take him here just for the safety of him. And document. You got to make sure you document everything. Let them know what you seen. Be very, 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 very thorough when you chart. Let them know everything that happened from top to bottom. And that's pretty much everything, y'all. Like, codes and long-term care are really not, codes, period, are really not, they're not hard. The thing is, your body is so worked up and it's a lot going on. So it's kind of confusing. It's a lot of anxiety going on. But as long as you do what you're supposed to do, check the code status, grab the crash cart, make sure a team is coming. Like I said, normally when you call that overhead, everybody's coming. CNAs are certified to do CPR. The nurses, of course, are certified. As long as you are certified, you can do CPR. Unless your facility has, you know, some type of rules or whatever. But everybody's going to come and help. It's not going to be just 1 or 2 people in there. It's normally like 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So you're going to have enough help to perform the code. And I'm just going to walk through it again. They're going to call it overhead. You're going to check that code status first. You're going to grab the crash cart. Someone is going to have something to document on. You're going to make sure that resident is in a proper position. You're going to check him. You're going to, you know, put the oxygen on. You're going to start those compressions. Like I said, switch out if you get tired. Don't try to do all of it yourself. Make sure someone is calling 911, notifying the family member, the physician, and all that. And just make sure you document everything. Like I said, from head to toe. You got to make sure you have that documentation thorough. Okay? Because that's going to, like, if the resident die, you'll know that you did everything that you had to do to try to reserve his life. He or she life. But most of the time, like I said, you're going to have a team. So definitely don't be nervous about it. Yeah, don't be nervous. Just do that page overhead, code blue in room 22, code blue in room 22, code blue in room 22. Make sure you say it 3 times. And yeah, and most of the time at facilities, y'all, they're going to do that check off so many times. Like, I know one facility that I worked at, every freaking day, it seemed like every day they were doing a code blue over the intercom just to get everybody prepared if it really happened. It had got to the point where people had stopped going to the freaking room because they had did it so much, y'all. It had got like aggravating. But believe it or not, they did it so many times, and still when the staff got in there, people were acting like they didn't know what to do. So like I said, the facility that you work at, they're going to go over it a lot of times and make sure that you are prepared to do a code blue. And if you don't feel prepared, let the whoever is in charge of doing the check-offs in your facility, what do they call it? my mind be going blank, but in service. Whoever is in charge of doing the in service, let them know that, you know, you feel like you got, you know, you guys, just let them know that you feel like you need to be fresh enough on a code, and let them know they'll just out of the blue probably do a in-service on Code Blue. So just communicate. Wherever you're working at, communicate. And, you know, let the staff know how you feel. And most of the time, they're there to help you be better at your job, because we don't want no type of lawsuits or nothing like that. Well, I said they don't want no type of lawsuits or anything like that. So they'll make sure that you guys are prepared. So like I said, if you feel like you need more information on Code Blues, go ahead and let the person know that does the in-service, and boom, there go your practice, because they will do it. They'll just pick any room, any random room, and y'all do that. So I hope that I answered your question. I hope that that was, you know, enough information for you guys. But like I said, it's simple as long as your team is working as a team. And sometimes your rapid response is not all time a Code Blue. Maybe someone is choking or something like that. You still need to have the same amount of effort with, you know, any of it. So just make sure you do that call overhead so that you can alert the staff and everybody can come and help. So yeah, like I said, I hope this video was helpful, you guys. I hope I gave you enough information so that you can know what to do in the case that you do have a Code Blue. And if you enjoyed this video, please go ahead and give it a big thumbs up. Subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. Share this video and leave some comments, you guys. I love when you leave comments. Stay blessed, stay beautiful. Love you guys, and I'll see you in the next video.